Welcome to DIYEasyCrafts.com. How to use the Milwaukee Door Lock Installation Kit to install any door lock, or in our case, a bolt lock. Now I bought this Milwaukee installation kit down at the local Home Depot. I also bought a bolt lock to add some additional security to my door. The installation kit comes with almost everything you need. It comes with 2 hole saws, a couple of small pilot drills. It comes with the actual installation kit. In addition to that kit, I also bought this Ryobi Latch Plate recess cutter. It was only a few dollars and well worth it. It easily cuts out, scores and cuts the recess for the latch plate. But anyway, the main tool here is this Milwaukee door lock installation kit. You can set the back set on the top of that kit just with a lever, and it's either going to be set at 2 3/8 or 2 3/4. You then locate it on the door to the desired height that you want, and you just clamp it onto the door. It has an automatic centering, so that on the side of the door, that hole is going to be perfectly centered. You're going to assemble the hole saw. There's a spacer that goes inside. That spacer prevents you from cutting or drilling all the way through the door, which would create splinters on the backside. It kind of stops it a little bit before that, so that if you do it correctly, the only thing that protrudes from the other side will just be the center drill. So the Milwaukee tool is really a guide for this hole saw. The first hole that we're cutting is 2.5 inches in diameter, and you can see on the back side, I'm just going to start the pilot drill in the same hole, or the hole that protruded from the other side, and I'm going to drill my 2.5 inch hole from the other side. I'm then going to change out the hole saw on the arbor. This is a 1-inch hole saw. Now, the only recommendation I would make, sometimes after use, these things are a little bit hard to change. So if you're going to do more than 1 or 2 of these locks, it might be wise to buy an additional arbor so that you could leave the 1-inch hole saw set up on its own arbor. But in either case, I'm now going to drill the hole for the latch. And then I'm going to start to assemble the bolt lock. Now, the bolt lock, the one that I bought, is actually adjustable. So this also adjusts for a back set of either 2 3/8 or 2 3/4. Just make sure that you have the same back set on the Milwaukee centering tool as well as the actual bolt lock. I then put it in position. I'm going to just sketch out the lock plate, and then I could either score this and use a chisel, but as I mentioned before, I'm going to try this Ryobi tool. You just put it in position, give it a good few smacks with a hammer, and it scores out the whole outline of that lock plate. Then on the side of it, it's got its own chisel. So it just inserts right in that 1-inch hole, and then you tap it down and it just snaps off to the right depth and pulls out the wood. It's actually a neat little tool. Now you can install the door latch. Always use this a drill or pre-drill the screw holes. That drill is also included in the Milwaukee kit. And then just get screwed into position. I don't screw the first screw all the way in. Screw it partially in, then I screw the bottom one all the way in, and then I go back to the top. I just find if you do it otherwise, it kind of pulls it out of center a little bit. Now, the rest of the assembly on this actual bolt lock is pretty simple. Of course, the key goes to the outside of the door, the bolt to the inside, and this just gets assembled with two bolts or 2 screws. Now, you could use chalk. I actually just borrowed a little lipstick and I put some lipsticks on the end of the bolt, and then I just closed it a couple times, and that marked the location on the door jamb of where I have to also drill a 1-inch hole using that same 1-inch hole saw supplied with that Milwaukee installation kit. I'm going to drill a hole through the frame. I'm going to hold the lock plate into position, and then I'll sketch that out, or sketch the outline. And in this case, I'm going to scribe the whole outside, or all of the outside edges, and then I'm going to use a chisel to chisel out the inside. Make sure you scribe the whole outside, otherwise when you're chiseling it out, you'll chisel too far, and you'll remove too much wood. Again, I'm going to use a smaller drill to pre-drill the 2 holes. And I'm going to drill these into, I'm going to screw these into the door frame. You may want to consider adding longer screws for additional security, and they also make some additional types of back plates that are larger, add a little bit more security. But the standard plate that comes with the kit is what I'm installing here. And that's basically it. The whole installation is done. I'm just going to check it out, make sure that the bolt latch operates smoothly. And when I pull it closed, everything lines up. Overall, I was very happy with both tools, the Milwaukee Door installation kit as well as that Ryobi tool. Please check us out on the web at DIYEasyCrafts.com. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel.